Looking at this, I don't think there's any question that it appears to be some sort of early stage.
Is this thing?
Two things here.
Okay.
Terrifying creatures that have been spotted in real life. Strange and scary creatures have been spotted in real life, leaving people shocked and afraid. These creepy sightings make us question what else might be hiding in the world around us. Night crawlers. In the strange quiet of a Fresno night in 2007, something beyond comprehension stalked the darkness. Captured by a home security camera, the footage revealed a nightmare. A pair of disembodied, ghostly white legs gliding unnervingly across a suburban lawn. The entity, swiftly dubbed the Fresno Night Crawler, defied all understanding, moving with an alien elegance that suggested neither human nor animal. But this was only the beginning. In 2011, the nightmare returned, this time haunting Yosemite National Park. Not one, but two of these spectral figures were caught on film, their surreal movements eerily synchronized as if performing some otherworldly ritual. The footage spread like wildfire, igniting whispers of demons, aliens, or ancient spirits awoken from the earth itself. Fear rippled through the public consciousness as the night crawlers evolved from a local enigma into a global nightmare. While believers saw them as harbingers of doom or visitors from another dimension, skeptics sought to unravel the terror. Were they a hoax, some elaborate puppet contrived to horrify? Or were they something far darker, entities defying the rules of our reality? To this day, the Fresno night crawlers remain unsolved, their haunting gait etched into the annals of the unexplained. While this creature is unsettling, what comes next is enough to send shivers down your spine. While we move forward, don't forget to like and subscribe for more chilling encounters. The Rake. In the shadowy depths of the woods, a sinister figure is said to lurk, a creature known as the Rake. Its presence is heralded by glowing, inhuman eyes that pierce the darkness like malevolent stars. The legend began with sightings of the creature stalking suburban backyards and prowling forgotten forest trails, its skeletal frame moving unnaturally on all fours. It hunts silently, its intentions chillingly unknown. The earliest whispers of the Rake date back to 2006, when a grainy video captured what appeared to be a gaunt, otherworldly figure crouched in a backyard, its hollow gaze fixed on the camera. As the footage circulated, the entity grew into an online terror, its lore spreading like wildfire. Claims of encounters poured in, each story adding to the cryptid's nightmarish mystique. However, those brave enough to delve into the origins of the Rake uncovered a disturbing truth. The creature itself was born not of nature, but of imagination. Traced to a 2005 thread on the 4chan message board, it was revealed to be the product of a collective effort to craft a modern monster. Yet the lies took root, blurring the line between reality and fiction, leaving behind a chilling question. Could the stories have summoned something real? As horrifying as it seems, it's just a prelude to the creature that will truly haunt you. Sasquatch Bigfoot. For centuries, the shadowy forests of North America have harbored whispers of an enormous, elusive being, Bigfoot. Towering between 6 and 15 feet tall, this massive hairy creature is said to emit an unbearable stench and unleash unearthly cries that chill the blood. Ancient tales of Sasquatch tell of enormous footprints etched deep into the forest floor and fleeting glimpses of a colossal figure moving with unnatural stealth. Though the Pacific Northwest is its most infamous domain, versions of this cryptid haunt nearly every corner of the continent. Among them is the skunk ape, a sinister figure said to prowl the swamps and forests of the southern United States. First reported in 1957, the skunk ape is characterized by its overwhelming foul odor and its terrifying encounters. In 2000, a chilling photograph was sent to Florida's Sarasota County Sheriff's Office, showing what appears to be a wild simian creature lurking on a back deck. While skeptics dismissed it as an escaped orangutan, the figure's dark fur and hauntingly humanoid shape defy easy explanation. In 2013, a video surfaced from Mississippi showing a monstrous figure stripping bark from a tree. As it rose to its full height, any notion of it being a bear vanished. Its immense hulking frame loomed like a predator out of time. Yet, for all its sightings, one horrifying mystery remains. If Bigfoot exists, why does it stay hidden? A species this large would require thousands to survive, unless perhaps it hides so well because it hunts us. Loveland Frog. In the shadowed corners of Ohio, folklore lies the unsettling tale of the Loveland Frogman, a humanoid creature said to stand nearly 4 feet tall. Described as having leathery skin and a grotesque frog-like face, the entity has haunted Loveland, Ohio for decades. Its legend surged to prominence in 1972 when a police officer reported seeing the monstrous figure near a desolate bridge. Weeks later, another officer claimed to have shot and killed the creature, dismissing it as a tailless iguana, but whispers suggest otherwise. The legend's origins are rooted in a chilling 1955 account. On a lonely road, under the oppressive cover of night, a traveler encountered 3 upright figures lurking by the roadside. Their grotesque forms shimmered with an amphibian sheen, and their gnarled hands gripped the dark. In one haunting version, one of the creatures wielded a wand-like object that spewed sparks as if conjuring malevolent forces. Scariest creatures spotted in a house. In a chilling turn of events, a nightmarish creature, reportedly escaped from a secretive government facility, was captured on camera. Described as a grotesque hybrid of human and lizard, the entity was spotted in a dimly lit bedroom, its form sprawled unnaturally across the bed. Its face, an eerie blend of human and reptilian features, seemed to twist in a silent snarl. As the witness recorded in terror, the creature began to move, its limbs contorting grotesquely, slithering across the floor with the unsettling gait of a lizard. The footage remains a haunting glimpse into something that should never exist. Donkey hybrid creature. At 2 a.m. in the dead of night, a doorbell camera captured a horrifying sight. A creature stepped out of the shadows, its body moving like a donkey, yet something about it was terribly wrong. Its face was strange and twisted, nothing like any animal known. Its body was distorted, its form unsettling and unnatural. Worst of all were its feet, massive claws that dug into the ground with every step. The creature loomed in the weird glow of the camera, a silent terror that defied explanation. The Muriel Creature Mystery, Alien Embryo. On March 2nd, 2022, after days of violent rainstorms, a jogger in the quiet Sydney suburb of Muriel stumbled upon something deeply unsettling. Lying in the mud was a strange oval-shaped creature, barely 2 inches long. Its pale, slimy body shimmered in the morning light, and its features defied reason. An eye, a thin, tail-like appendage, and ridges along its form. It looked like no earthly creature. Its gray, gelatinous flesh evoked something unnatural, almost otherworldly. The sighting ignited fears on social media, with some suggesting the creature could be a developing alien life form. The idea wasn't far-fetched. Whispers of such beings have surfaced before. In 1996, the Kish-Tim dwarf, a bizarre 10-inch humanoid, was discovered in Russia's Ural Mountains. Could this strange find in Sydney be connected? Experts were baffled. Marine biologists speculated it might be a squid or octopus embryo, though why such a creature would appear on a suburban road was unclear. Meteorologists pointed to the violent storms, theorizing that a waterspout or flood may have swept the creature from distant waters. Yet, upon closer inspection, the mystery deepened. The creature's ridges resembled gill slits, a trait seen in mammalian embryos. Its long, spine-like structure hinted at terrestrial origins. In a chilling twist, it was deemed a marsupial embryo, likely displaced by catastrophic flooding. But how did it survive? What force carried it here? The answers remain shrouded in mystery, leaving an uneasy sense that nature's horrors may not be fully understood. While this one is unsettling, the next beast is the stuff of nightmares. Ningen. The legend of the Ningen, a terrifying sea creature, first surfaced in 2007 on a Japanese forum called 2Channel. A whale research crew claimed to have spotted something haunting beneath the Antarctic waters. At first, they believed it was a submarine. But when they approached, the creature vanished into the depths, leaving them in shock. In 2005, a chilling image from Google Earth appeared to show a massive, humanoid-like creature near the Southern Ocean, sparking wild speculation. Was it the elusive Ningen, or just an iceberg? The creature's appearance has 2 main descriptions. One paints it as a gargantuan, whale-like entity with human features, including arms and a face, stretching up to 100 feet long. The other is more disturbing, a smaller pale creature with a large head, human-like legs, and gaping eyes. Witnesses claim it has smooth, white skin, and some say it even has fins, tails, or tentacles. In recent years, whispers of humanoid beings living in the icy depths of the Antarctic have grown louder, yet no solid proof has ever emerged. Strangely, the sightings are often at night, making clear photos nearly impossible. The few images that surface resemble ice or blurry shapes, though some say the Ningan's smooth, human-like skin can be seen if zoomed in. The unsettling silence surrounding these reports only deepens the mystery. Sea serpent. For centuries, the sea serpent, a nightmarish creature of legend, has tormented sailors' imaginations. These monstrous snakefish hybrids were said to slither through the dark waves with horse-like heads, rising in massive, terrifying humps from the deep. Stories of these beasts echoed through cultures worldwide, painting them as the ultimate terror of the seas. But what if these ancient tales were rooted in something real? The mysterious sea serpent may not be a myth at all, but rather the oarfish. This real-life creature, resembling a giant snake, can stretch up to 30 feet in length, making it the longest bony fish in the ocean. Despite its snake-like appearance, the oarfish is a gentle giant, feeding on small marine creatures like krill. However, its size and strange form likely sparked fear, leading sailors to mistake it for the terrifying sea serpents of old. Throughout history, legends of sea serpents have been told in nearly every culture. From the Bible's Leviathan to Babylonian and Canaanite myths, stories of primordial battles with monstrous serpent-like beasts were common. But in truth, no such creature has ever been captured. Many of the tales are now believed to be misidentifications of known creatures, basking sharks, sea lions, and even large groups of porpoises swimming together. Yet, the oarfish's eerie shape and elusive nature continue to fuel the terrifying legend, reminding us that the deep ocean still holds mysteries that stir fear in the hearts of those who dare to venture into its waters. Kraken. The kraken, a monstrous sea creature of Scandinavian legend, has haunted sailors' nightmares for centuries. Said to dwell off the coasts of Norway and Greenland, this colossal beast was believed to lie in wait, ready to strike with its massive writhing tentacles. Ships would be pulled under the waves, dragged to their doom by the relentless arms of the kraken, and entire crews would vanish without a trace. Descriptions painted the kraken as a horrific octopus-like creature capable of creating deadly whirlpools to consume its victims. But the kraken, terrifying as it was, may not have been entirely a myth. The true inspiration behind the legend was the giant squid, a real creature lurking deep beneath the surface of the ocean. This creature, capable of growing up to 18 meters long, was likely mistaken for the kraken by ancient sailors. The first recorded encounter with this creature came in 1853, when the remains of a giant squid washed up on a beach in Denmark, turning the kraken's terrifying legend into a frightening reality. Though the giant squid is far less dangerous than its legendary counterpart, it remains an eerie and mysterious creature of the deep. Its long, slender body and enormous eyes make it a true enigma, a reminder of the dark, unexplored depths of the ocean, where strange and terrifying creatures still lurk. The kraken may have been born of myth, but the giant squid is real, and still waiting in the depths, a silent, menacing shadow in the water. Bunyip. The bunyip, a nightmarish creature from the dark swamps, rivers, and lakes of Australia, has haunted the minds of many for centuries. Descriptions of this terrifying beast are as varied as the nightmares it inspires. Some say it is a massive snake, its body slithering through the murky waters. Others claim it resembles a monstrous rhinoceros with a calf-like head, while some describe it as a huge, grotesque pig covered in yellow and black stripes. No matter the form it takes, one thing is certain. The bunyip is a deadly creature that strikes fear into the hearts of all who hear its name. Known to hunt at night, the bunyip is said to target women and children, using its eerie, bone-chilling bellow to keep people away from the water's edge. This fearsome, amphibious man-eater was first reported in the early 1800s in the southeast regions of Australia, where it quickly became a central figure in local legends. Stories of its monstrous presence were fueled by the Aboriginal peoples of southeastern Australia, who spoke of the creature as a demon, a devil, or an imposter lurking in the shadows of their lands. The Bunyip's very name is a symbol of terror, an insult used to describe something deceitful or incompetent. But in truth, it is much more than that, an embodiment of the darkness that lives beneath the surface, waiting to strike without warning. Its mystery remains as its terrifying roar echoes through the stillness of the night. Prepare yourself, because the terror of this creature is only outdone by the one that follows. The slime from the unknown, a terrifying encounter. In 2021, a chilling discovery was captured on camera in an ordinary kitchen. As a broom swept across the floor, it prodded an otherworldly gelatinous blob that slid unnaturally across the tiles. Its translucent fluid-like form shimmered in the light, creating an eerie, unsettling presence. Field researcher Ken Gart compared it to the infamous blob from 1950s folklore, suggesting it could be a real-life version of the legendary creature. Some theorists pointed to the possibility of star jelly, a strange substance believed to fall from the sky after meteor showers, but the blob remained intact, unlike the usual disintegrating goo. The most terrifying possibility, however, was the alien theory. Scientists have warned that extraterrestrial life could be unlike anything we know, potentially composed of unknown elements. Could this be the first sign of alien life creeping into our world in a form we cannot comprehend? With the chilling mystery of the blob unresolved, one thing remains clear. The line between myth and reality is thinner than we thought. Terrifying sea monster. In the unsettling waters of Godridge, Ontario, Canada, a chilling sight was captured on video. Thomas Wall, confused and alarmed, filmed a massive breathing disc floating unnervingly on the surface of the water. Its slow, deliberate rise and fall made it seem disturbingly alive. The strange object was spotted near a local nuclear power plant, sparking wild speculation. Was it a mutated fish or something far darker? To test its reaction, Thomas threw something into the water, but the disc remained motionless, unafraid, as if it was waiting. Its stillness, its unnatural presence, only deepened the mystery. The thought that this could be an undiscovered creature, something beyond human understanding, left a lingering dread in the air. If this is what was visible, what monstrous force could be lurking just out of sight, waiting to emerge? Unknown, terrifying creature, spotted on a beach. On March 21, 2022, on the desolate Maroochydore Beach, just 60 miles outside Brisbane, Australia, Alex Tan was casually walking along the coast when he stumbled upon something utterly unnatural. As he filmed, he voiced his confusion over the strange creature sprawled lifeless on the sand, a bizarre being with a body resembling a dog and a head more like a rodent. Its yellowish, chicken nugget-like color and unsettling form left Alex in shock. Little did he know, this discovery would send ripples through social media, igniting wild theories. Some speculated it was a bunyip, a terrifying figure from Indigenous Australian folklore, a creature that lurks in rivers and lakes, feasting on women and children. Descriptions of the bunyip vary, but the common thread is horror. It's often seen as a grotesque, aquatic monster. The possibility that this strange carcass could belong to such a creature spooked many. Others proposed more sinister theories. Could this be the result of radioactive experiments? Between the 1950s and 1960s, nuclear tests were conducted in remote Australian regions, leaving their radioactive scars on the land and wildlife. Could this creature be a mutation caused by these deadly tests? Or perhaps it was the result of something even darker, secretive biotechnological experiments gone horribly wrong. As experts analyzed the footage, they were quick to dismiss some theories. Marine biologists and wildlife experts speculated that this was likely a decomposing brush-tailed possum. Yet, the unsettling thought remained. What if this was something far more dangerous? A creature born from a world where nature itself has been twisted by human interference. Alien-like creature caught in a bedroom. In 2006, in Pensacola, Florida, something chilling was caught on camera. David Eckhart lay asleep in his bedroom, unaware of the horrors lurking in the darkness. A camera mounted above the bed captured the room, bathed in a faint yellow glow from an open door. Slowly, a thin humanoid figure began to emerge from behind the door. Its impossibly slender leg, no wider than a few inches, and its grotesque oblong head sent a shiver down the spine. The creature, eerily resembling the Greys of alien lore, stepped further into the room. This wasn't the first time David had encountered it. Montauk Monster. In July 2020, a grotesque, decaying creature washed ashore in Montauk, New York, sending shockwaves through the small town. The foul stench was overpowering as the bloated, tanned body of the beast lay in the sand. It had clearly spent days in the ocean, but its strange form was unlike anything anyone had ever seen. It resembled a nightmarish mutant, its features distorted and unrecognizable. The creature's eerie similarity to the infamous Montauk Monster, which surfaced in 2008, ignited a fresh wave of conspiracy theories. Some speculated the creature was linked to Plum Island, home to a United States government-run disease research facility with a dark history. Rumors swirled about the island's deadly secrets, and the creature's sudden appearance only fueled suspicion. Could it be the result of an experiment gone wrong? Or perhaps an unintended byproduct of the island's research into dangerous diseases? A 1971 article had once described Plum Island as a devil's island, a place where the world's deadliest animal diseases were studied. Was this mutated beast a consequence of those experiments? The creature's decomposing body mysteriously vanished before any scientific analysis could be conducted, leaving behind only questions. As speculation grew, so did the fear. Was it a product of science gone terribly wrong? Or was something far more sinister at play? Whatever it was no ordinary animal, and its presence was a chilling reminder that some mysteries should remain unsolved. Leviathans. The Leviathan, a monstrous sea serpent from ancient myth, has terrified generations with its tales of chaos and destruction. This beast, often depicted as a vast, serpentine creature, symbolizes the very embodiment of terror beneath the waves. Its name, rooted in Hebrew, evokes an ancient fear of the unknown. But what if the legend holds a deeper truth? Could the colossal squid, a creature that can reach lengths of up to 40 feet, have sparked the terrifying myth? Or perhaps sailors, lost in their fear, misidentified monstrous sea reptiles or giant whales as the Leviathan. In ancient times, such creatures, combined with the overwhelming darkness of the ocean, would have seemed like harbingers of doom. The Leviathan's presence in religious texts ties it to the end of days, representing the ultimate chaos before annihilation. This terrifying force still lingers in the deep, waiting to rise. Although this one is creepy, it doesn't hold a candle to the terror of the next creature. Scariest dog-like creature. Two men bought a dog off the dark web, but what they received was far from normal. The creature looked like a dog at first, locked inside a cage. However, as the men got closer, they noticed something strange about their faces. Their eyes were cold and mysterious. Suddenly, the dog became hysterical, uncontrollable, as if something far darker had taken hold. What was once a harmless animal quickly transformed into a terrifying creature, something far beyond anything the men could understand. They realized with growing dread that what they had brought into their lives was a nightmare beyond imagining. Alien-shaped squids. Deep in the darkest parts of the ocean lurk the big-fin squids, creatures so mysterious they almost seem unreal. These squids are found 2 to 3 kilometers, 1.2 to 1.8 miles below the surface, where no light dares to reach. Their long, noodle-like arms stretch out in eerie silence, looking more like something from another world than any sea creature known to man. Unlike most squids, which have 8 arms and 2 long tentacles, the big-fin squid has arms all the same length, some reaching up to 8 meters, 26 feet, when fully extended. Very few of these strange creatures have ever been caught on camera, and scientists are still unsure how big they can actually grow. Their arms bend like elbows in ways no squid should, perhaps a design meant to keep them from getting tangled as they silently glide through the deep. Yet, no one knows how they hunt or what they eat. Another mystery waiting to be uncovered. Big-fin squids belong to the Magnapina genus, famous for their odd shapes, and researchers are only beginning to understand them. Only juvenile specimens have been studied, and the larger squids seen on video might just be the full-grown adults. But that remains a guess until one is caught. These squids thrive in the Hadal Zone, the ocean's deepest point, over 6,000 meters, 20,000 feet below the surface. With their glowing, haunting appearance and quiet, otherworldly movements, big-fin squids are as much a legend as a reality. As science struggles to understand them, one thing is certain: the deeper the ocean, the more terrifying the secrets it holds. Chupacabra. The chupacabra is a terrifying creature, straight out of dark legends. Known as the goat sucker, it is feared for its gruesome habit of attacking livestock and drinking their blood. Descriptions of the chupacabra vary, but most often it is said to be a reptile-like monster with scaly, greenish-gray skin and sharp spines running down its back. Standing about 3 to 4 feet tall, it moves with the unsettling agility of a kangaroo, stalking its prey in the dead of night. Another version of the creature is a hairless, dog-like beast with a spine so pronounced it looks unnatural. Its fierce, wild appearance makes it seem like something out of a nightmare. At the same time, many reports of chupacabras are simply animals with mange, like sick coyotes or dogs that have lost their fur. Their strange, deformed look often sparks the idea of the monster. First spotted in Puerto Rico in 1995, the chupacabra has been reported all over the Americas and beyond. Its bloodthirsty reputation has spread from north to south. And while there's little proof of its existence, the stories still haunt the nightmares of many. The creature remains a dark, terrifying legend of the night. The terrifying creatures caught in real life remind us that much of our world remains unexplored and shrouded in mystery. Whether they are creatures of folklore or undiscovered species, their existence challenges our understanding of the natural world. The terrifying footage and reports leave us questioning: what else lurks in the shadows, waiting to be discovered?